Okay, hi. So we're going to be trying to format this chart now. Yeah, so in the earlier section you would have plotted this, excuse me, sorry, this stacked bar chart. Now, as you can see the chart here, the words are very small, the bars are big, the numbers are not easily you can't see the numbers easily, yeah, and the axes as well. Yeah. This is the x-axis and the y-axis, right? So on the x-axis, it's called an axis. Yeah, it's used to store our categorical data, and on the y-axis, the values. Yeah, right. So what we want to do is to format this chart such that it becomes a bit more easier to see things and understand what this chart is all about. Because to a layman who will look at this chart right now, he might not know what we are trying to do or trying to say. So labeling and formatting are two important things that we need to do. Yeah, whenever we do a chart. Okay, so we can close these pane filters. We are not actually using it. Yeah, so once we close, the chart becomes a bit bigger because we get some space. We can also actually not exactly close, it's collapse. Yeah, sorry, we just collapsed. And we can also collapse this fields pane here. So we only have this pane left open. Now, under the visualizations, we can see a particular paintbrush here. Now, the paintbrush icon is actually to format our data. Oh, sorry, format our visualization. Yeah, all right. So if we click on the paintbrush, we will see tons of options that we can do. Yeah. So these are a lot of things. There are a lot of type of different formatting that we can do on different aspects of this chart. Yeah. Okay. So just as a simple example, you see this x-axis here. So I hope you guys are familiar what is the x-axis and y-axis. So like what I explained, the x-axis is the horizontal axis in mathematics. Yeah. Whenever you say x-axis, we're talking about the horizontal from left to right. Yeah. Whenever you say y-axis, you're talking about the vertical. So let me just turn this off the x-axis. Okay, you just watch the year here. If I turn off the x-axis, yeah, you see the numbers here. The axis is gone. Yeah, the axis is gone. If I was to turn it on, yeah, it came back. The labels are back there, right? Now, similarly for the y-axis, if we turn it off, there will be no more numbering there. Yeah. So it depends on whether you want all these numberings or not. Yeah. So we're going to keep them on. Okay. For example. Now, the one thing I don't like is all the sizes of the different words here. Yeah, it's really hard to see. So I am going to start by going under general, yeah, and then searching through. So in general, we can see some positions and width of this chart. Yeah, the position is we usually settle the positions by dragging. Yeah, so you see the position here changed. Yeah, it starts at x is 88. Yeah, and y is at 0 position. Yeah, I believe it's taking from here. 88. Yeah, y is at 0, sorry. Yeah, and x is 88. So we are just playing around with the position numbers here, yeah. But so we are, once we pull it back, we can see that it starts at 0, 0 here at this point, yeah. All right. Wait, I might be wrong. Yeah, okay. So this anyway, we can play around with the position values, but we don't have to since we have we can just, we only have one tile here in this chart, and this is the only tile, yeah. All right. So we don't have to play around with the position values. Now, the other thing that we can do is under general, we saw the position, right? Then we saw the width and the height of the chart, which is also fixed by our dragging and dropping, yeah. Our resizing, sorry. Okay. And then we have the legend here, yeah. Now, the legend is this values here, right? So we have some colors here, right? We have, I think, orange, very dark blue and light blue, yeah. Yeah. So we have two different tinge of blues and one orange here. So what does orange mean? What does dark blue mean? And what does light blue mean? Yeah. So usually the legend is the one that is used to try and tell your reader what these colors mean. Okay. The legend here. Yeah. This is the legend here. So the legend will tell your readers what these colors mean. Another way is where they can hover over your data. Yeah, this is called a tooltip. We are not going to explore the tooltip now. Yeah, we'll explore that in the later parts. But the legend here, this is the one that will tell your readers what this data is about. So now we can put the legend at the top, or we can choose to put it at the bottom as well. Yeah, so you see this happens. Your legend is thrown at the bottom. Yeah. So I'll prefer the legend to be at the top. There's many other selections here which you can of course test around. Yeah. So I would prefer the legend to be here. But there's one thing I want to change here. The legend has got a name which is called level_1. Okay. When we downloaded the data, we had no choice, yeah. The field was called level_1, which is a bit more of a not a meaningful name, yeah. I wouldn't say meaningless, it's not meaningful, yeah. Okay, because the creators of this dataset chose a general term to label the dataset based on a level in the dataset. So for us, we need to try and understand what is this about. So it's the type of water. Yeah. Okay. So I think writing type of water would be easier, such that if they read type of water, is it industrial, new water, or potable water? People will be able to differentiate, right? So that is one way. And we can also change the color of the label if we want to, right? If you want to change to color of the word, sorry, not the label. Yeah, we can change the color here, which I don't want to. Now, the important thing that I want to change is the text size. Yeah, it's really small. I want to push it up to 22. Okay, so now we can start to see things already. Yeah, type of water. So you have industrial water, new water, and potable water. Yeah, the spelling here is not correct, I think. It's not potable, POTA. Yeah, but it's alright. We will fix these sort of things later. Okay, so this is a type of water. Alright. Okay, so we have the sizes done. Now, some of the other things that we want to do is the x-axis and the y-axis. Yeah, the font sizes are really small. So if we open the x-axis, we can see that there are a few other selections. Yeah, where we can configure the axes and so on. So if we don't want to do that, I just want to settle the text size first, because everything, the auto configurations are done nicely and it's useful. Yeah, so I chose a size of 22 for the labels here. So I'm going to make the labels on the x-axis. Sorry, I chose a size of 22 for the legend here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I chose a size of 22 for the legend here. So I'm going to pick something slightly smaller for the labels here at the bottom. Yeah, instead of text size of 9, I would like to go to a text size of maybe 16. Yeah. Okay, so now you can see that the words are a bit more comfortable to look at. Yeah, I don't think you need to squint your eyes. Yeah, you can look at it, and you can also change the font type if you would really need to want to change to a Comic Sans MS. Yeah, or depending on the theme of your design, you can also pick another font here. All right, so now if you don't like this word, the title, you see this word title here. Yeah, looking at this, if you feel that 2011 2012, this already looks like years. Yeah, okay, so you feel if it's self-explanatory, you can just turn off the title. Yeah, the title is gone. Okay, but if you want to be a bit more explicit, you want to say, I don't think my readers will understand what is this, so you can put a title here, and at the same time you can also increase the size of your title. Yeah, back to here. Now the axis title is picked up from the field here. Yeah, YEAR. Yeah, if you don't like the way it is labeled, you can of course rewrite that. Yeah, to year. Yeah, let's say you prefer a capital letter, you can also re-edit your title here. Yeah, so this is the year or years. Yeah, these are the years from 2011 all the way to 2018. Okay, now we have done the x-axis. Now I'm going to settle the y-axis. Yeah, so the y-axis, same changes. Yeah, so I don't want to play around with all the rest. I just want to change the font size to 16 as well, so that it's both the same. Yeah, and I would like to keep my title And let's say the title, I'll just stick to value maybe, or quantity of water if you want, yeah, or water quantity, because this value is actually a quantity of water, right? So you understand this value is a general term that is used for all data sets. All data sets have value. But what is the value? Is it temperature? Is it water? Is it speed? Is it the amount of sunlight? Yeah, is it lux? It depends, yeah. So this is water quantity and we want to push it up to a text size of maybe 16. Yeah. So now we see that our chart is starting to become a bit more legible. We can see our values, yeah. We have a better feeling of what are all the different types when it's a bit more readable, yeah. So I will collapse my y-axis. I will collapse the x-axis here. Now we have data colors as well. For example, the colors will auto pick for us. If you're not too, if you have a lot of charts, yeah, and all of them have got different colors, and you want them to say the same story, colors will be very useful. Okay, so in this case, we only have 3 different values. So I'm okay with the default values, but if you're a bit more picky, you can go and try around with different colors if you want. Yeah, for example, potable water, I've changed it to a different tinge of purple. Yeah. Okay, so there is an entire color picker here, a theme colors here, and there's also a custom color picker here, where you can choose a bit more of a specific color if you want, somewhere in the tinge of a light green, yeah, and so on. Okay. So I revert back to my default here. There, revert to default will revert back. Yeah. Okay. So that will help you clear up any mess if you have made something. Okay. Now data labels, I don't, if let's say we turn on the labels, it will tell you the value of each part here. You see this? These are the data labels. Yeah. So 499, this is the value, right? So it just gave you the integer version, yeah. If you want it to be up to 1 decimal place, you can specify. So now we see 1 decimal place. If you want it to be 2 decimal place, you can specify and so on, yeah. I will put it to 1 decimal place, yeah. I like the labels to be on here so that people in one glance they can see. Now, if you have the labels here, do you think you need a y-axis? You can actually take off the y-axis, right? Because the numbers are already here. Yeah. So that's another way to make your chart a bit more interesting, lah. Okay. Okay. And then let's say then the numbers are hard to read, right? Why? Because the text size is 9. Let's push them up to maybe about 12. That's not nice. Okay. Not 112. 14 maybe. Yeah. So you see these numbers are a bit more legible. So let's say I want to use these labels instead because I feel this is easier to read. So I will go and then turn off my y-axis. So you see my y-axis is gone. I know that this is a water quantity and I know this is 478.4. Yeah, in 2011. So this is another way where you can approach your chart. Yeah, okay. And of course, the title of the chart, the last one I want to cover is the second last, and I'll do the background, okay? The title of the chart is at the top here. Yeah. Okay. Now, the title of the chart seems to be, it's auto-filled by the system based on the categories that were, or the fields that were given here, sorry. The fields that were given here. Now, these fields are not using very meaningful names, like value is just a general term. What is actually our value? It's the water quantity, right? So, we can actually rewrite the title here, yeah? Instead of using value by year and level 1, water sold over the years by category, by type of water, by type of water, by type of. Now, so we have rewrote the name of this chart. Let me make the word size bigger again, yeah. So instead of 14, I'm going to put it to 22 as well so that it matches these two. Now, once I read this, I see water sold over the years, yeah. So this is the water sold over the years, yeah. This is the year, this is the year, this is the year, and this is the water. Oh, water is in the quantity. Okay, so then I understand, right? Then what is this stacking? Oh, by type of water. Okay, what do you mean by type of water? Oh, industrial water, new water, and potable water. Okay, so now the chart actually became quite self-explanatory, yeah? we managed to understand that this chart, what it's trying to say or what it's trying to do, by just looking at the labels and the numbers. Yeah, so this is how a chart should be, okay, when it is designed. And I would like the title to be a bit more bigger, maybe about 26, yeah, or 30. Yeah, let's put 30. Yeah, so that it emphasize the first message first. Yeah, first thing first, 30, and then let's put it 32. Yeah, okay, so this message is emphasized, sorry. And let's see whether we can yeah, okay, so let's say we also want to use Comic Sans MS, yeah, for the font family. So I selected Comic Sans MS. So water sold over the years by type of water. Water sold over the years. So the name explains itself, right? Okay. So I hope this actually gives you a good overview of how we will create a particular visualization, yeah, in Power BI.